Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to a not canon episode of the Static Screen Podcast. This is a Static Screen Podcast special, because on this week's episode, we are covering one thing and one thing only, and that is the movies of September. And we're totally not recording this after the last episode we just recorded. So yeah, James. James is back here again with me, and
yes, it's like I never left.
No, we haven't chatted in a very, very long time.
At least 7 days.
At least.
Feel sick.
Man, that flu is really kicking your ass.
And it's probably some sort of Asiatic bird SARS. Ebola, whatever, I don't know.
So, yeah, we're going to be covering the movies of September, and what's coming out. We didn't want to wait until the next podcast because we'd be in the month of September then. So it's time to get this done before it happens, and September's okay for movies. Nothing.
Yeah, you could definitely tell it's the end of summer.
Yeah, definitely is. It probably has less than the month of August does. So, we're going to run through this, I would say, fairly quickly, but we'll take per day and probably talk about some movies if they really catch our eye. Alright, so let's start. On the 2nd of September, we have No Escape. This is a movie by John Eric Dowell. And it stars Owen Wilson, Pierce Brosnan, and Lake Bell, and it is a action thriller.
Brought to you by the Weinstein Company, who's also responsible for Machete, and Machete Kills. So it might be a pretty decent action movie.
Could be, yeah.
I haven't heard anything about it, even though it's got Owen Wilson in it.
Yep, hadn't heard anything myself either, though. That goes back to last time when we did the movies of August. Hadn't heard anything about American Ultra. I have since seen the trailer for that movie, and I want to see it now. Okay, so on the 4th, we have Jane Got a Gun, again by the Weinstein Company. Gavin O'Connor is the director, and it stars Natalie Portman, Joel Egerton, Ewan McGregor, and Rodrigo Santoro, and it is a Western action movie.
Strong cast.
Yep.
It's nice seeing Natalie Portman and Ewan McGregor working together again.
Definitely, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, it's probably going to be better than their last time working together.
Annie!
We have The Kitchen Sink. So September has everything, including The Kitchen Sink.
Wah, wah.
This is by Columbia Pictures. A movie by Robert Pickering?
Pickering?
Okay. It stars Ed Wistick, Vanessa Hudgens, and Bob... What?
Odenkirk! Bob Odenkirk!
Okay.
The writer, director, and star of Kung Pao.
Yeah, okay, so you're really excited now.
Yes, this movie suddenly caught my attention.
And it is a horror comedy movie.
Oh, this is going to be... It's either going to be really bad or really good.
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything about this one, but...
Just the name, Kitchen Sink.
Oh my god, I'm reading the description here. There's not much on the Wikipedia page, but it does say for the plot... In the town of Dilford, vampires, humans, and zombies used to get along, but with the arrival of extraterrestrial beings, it's humans versus vampires versus zombies in an all-out Mortal Kombat. Now 3 teenagers must try to get things back to, quote-unquote, normal. I want to see this now.
Yes. This looks awesome, actually.
Yep. And finally, we have The Transporter Refueled by Relatively Media. This is a movie by Kamel Demarly, and it stars Oh, no, sorry. The screenplay by Bill College and Adam Cooper. And it stars Ed Screen, and is an action thriller, as you can assume by the Transporter series.
He's not Jason Statham.
No, he's not. He was in Michelle, Piggy, Manners, The Sweeney, Goldfish.
How many of those are action movies?
I thought he got casted into some... Oh, he was in Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
He got casted into something else recently. He looks very familiar. Oh, Jesus, I know why he's fucking familiar. He's playing Ajax in the Deadpool movie.
Oh, okay.
It's that dude. Interesting. I might have to see this just to see how well he acts.
I'm going to wait to video. It's a Transporter movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was one franchise they really needed to bring back.
Yeah, so many people are clamoring for it.
On the 11th, we have Sleeping with Other People.
Okay.
Yeah, it's from IFC Films. Leslie Headland is doing it. And it stars Jason Sudeikis, Alison Brie. So cool, awesome casting right there. Adam Scott, Jason Manuskas, Catherine Waterstein, Adam Brody, Amanda Peet, Mark Budigas, and Andrea Savage, and it is a comedy romance.
Couldn't tell with a title like that.
Yeah. Sleeping with Other People. And next up, we have The Visit from Universal Studios. And yes, this is the next M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong movie. And it stars Kathleen Hahn, Ed Oxbound, Deanna Dugan, Peter McRobbie, and Olivia DeJonge. And it is a horror thriller.
Oh, no, 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 no!
Oh, you seem to have some pent-up rage about this one.
Oh, after fucking Last Airbender, they let this hack make another fucking movie? What the fuck is wrong with Hollywood? I'm sorry, Ash. I didn't mean to scare you. On 11 of all days to release this piece of shit. God damn it.
The plot for people that want to know. Life appears normal for two siblings until they discover that Grandma and Grandpa's behavior has suddenly become deeply disturbing after being left to stay at their grandparents' house while their mother is on vacation. They are warned not to come out of their room past 9:30 at night, but after curiosity gets the better of them, they realize that there is something terribly wrong taking place. After failing to convince their mother to come to the rescue, they are left on their own to face the untold horrors surrounding the two now seemingly evil elders. Woo.
Wait, this sounds like a Shel Silverstein story from Tales in the Dark.
Mm-hmm. It really does. Sounds like a Goosebumps story.
Exactly!
Or in your experience, it sounds like a very bad creepypasta, maybe.
Sorry. Still recovering from Clockwork. Stop letting this man make movies.
I'm looking at the poster right now. It's like a cross-stitch thing. And it has Grandma's rules. Have a great time. Eat as much as you want. Don't ever leave your room after 9:30 p.m.
No, 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 no.
Seems like we're going to have a brand new topic of the week come September, folks.
You're going to see it, aren't you?
God, no. It's an M. Night Shyamalan film, and it's a horror film. No, thank you.
He doesn't know how to do horror movies. He got lucky with the first two.
Alright, so let's move on
Yes,
to
please.
the 18th of September, which has the most movies coming out. We have Black Mass from Warner Brothers, which is a Scott Cooper directed movie. It stars Johnny Depp, Joel Egerton, Benedict Cumberbatch, Sienna Miller, Dakota Johnson, Gino Temple, Corey Stoll, and Peter Sarsgaard. So we have a bunch of Marvel vets in this movie.
Yeah, I was about to say. It's like, wait a minute. Johnny Depp. Well, I guess Captain Sparrow counts.
Yeah, probably eventually he'll find his way into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
He'll just
of
wander
Disney.
from set. Yeah.
But yeah, we have Eggs Benedict Cumberbatch in there, and Corey Stoll, who played the villain in Ant-Man, and Peter Sarsgaard, who was a big part of the 2 Thor movies and the first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
So, very good cast, and it's a
action drama. So, you know it's going to be good.
Mm-hmm. Quick look at the plot here. The film depicts the true story of Whitney Burglar, the brother of a state senator and the most infamous violent criminal in the history of South Boston. Ooh. Following a string of too many of his violent actions, he becomes an FBI informant for 30 years in order to take down a mafia family invading his turf. It starts around the late 1970s and early 1980s when he was just beginning this operation, around the time when he was becoming the crime boss of Irish Winter Hill Gang. Okay, I'm kind of interested in this now. Let's keep moving, I guess. Next we have Captive from Paramount Pictures. Jerry Jameson's directing this, and it stars David...
good luck with that.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try. Kate Mara, Michael K. Williams, Lenore Valeria, Jessica, that same first fucking name. Why did that have to appear twice, damn you?
And Mimi Rogers.
Yeah, and it's a crime thriller. Okay, cool. Haven't heard anything about this.
It is probably another kidnap story.
I looked at the plot, and Nicholas then kidnaps a young woman. Okay.
Called it.
Yeah. Then we have Everest from Universal Studios with the director whose name I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce. And it stars Jake Gyllenhaal, Josh Brolin, Jason Clarke, John Hawkes, Sam Worthington, Keira Knightley, and Robin Wright. And it is a adventure thriller. I have seen the trailer for this.
It looks interesting.
It looks interesting, but if I'm going to go see this, I'm probably going to have to take a parka with me because I was cold just watching the friggin' trailer.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those type of action movies. I mean, it does look like a great, edge of your seat, nail-biting thriller, but
Yeah.
I'll pass on that one.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a Netflix-type movie. Or I might see it in IMAX because they're really touting that kind of deal. It might be interesting to see it that way, just for the pure scale of things.
Yeah.
Next, we have The Maze Runner, The Scorched Trials from 20th Century Fox.
Is this the sequel or the first part?
It's the sequel.
Okay.
It's from Wes Ball, and it stars the original cast from what I can see here. And it's a sci-fi action movie. Saw the trailer for this. Looks kind of interesting. I haven't seen the first one, and I know that got panned quite a bit.
Yeah. But, damn it, they gotta make their trilogy.
Yep. And it's 20th Fox, so they're going to milk the money out of anything.
Yeah. Fitting considering the title of the next movie.
Yeah, we have Pawn Sacrifice by Bleecker Street, which...
Never heard of them.
Yeah. It's a movie from Ed Zwick. Again, never heard of him. The screenplay writer, though, Stephen Knight, who, worked on Daredevil Season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, this cast. It has Tobey Maguire, Liev Schreiber, Peter Sarsgaard again, Michael Westerberg. I was about to say the creator of Facebook there for a second. Lily Rabe and Robin Wright, and it is a bibliography drama.
Oh.
Interesting. I mean, good cast.
Yeah, strong cast.
Mm-hmm. In this true story set during the rise of the Cold War, American chess professional Bobby Fischer, Tobey Maguire, finds himself caught between two superpowers when he challenges the Soviet Empire and its greatest player of all.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I actually remember this.
Cool premise.
Yeah, because there was a lot of shit going on during that time period.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the fucking Russians everywhere. Nuclear war was about to happen any fucking minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great time to grow up.
All right, and the final movie for the 18th is Cicero? Cicero, I think, isn't it? Sicario?
Sicario?
It's from Lionsgate. It's by Denis Villeneuve. And it stars Emily Blunt, Benicio del Toro, Josh Brolin. Yeah. And John Bernthal. So, we in this movie have Emily Blunt, then we have the Collector, Thanos, and the Punisher.
Cicero stands for hitman or hired killer. It's Spanish.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's a crime drama movie. I love the casting, though.
Yeah. I'll have to look into this one.
An interesting.
I know what movie you're looking forward to.
On the 24th, we have
Lee movie coming out on the 24th.
Born to Dance by Vendetta Films. Director Tammy Davis, and it stars 3 people I've never heard of.
Wow, one of them doesn't even have a wiki. That's good.
Yeah. It's a music dance movie, if you couldn't tell. Moving on to the 25th.
Yeah.
We have Before I Wake by Relatively Media. It is a horror movie by Mike Flanagan, and it stars Kate Bosworth and the second Punisher, Thomas Jane.
Ooh, yeah, I saw a trailer for this one. Wow. That's all I gotta say.
So
wow.
It's caught your eye, eh?
Yeah, because it has a lot. The main premise is basically this child has this gift when he sleeps, his dreams happen in the real world.
Huh.
But the same is also told for his nightmares.
Oh.
Now, yeah, that's what got me. It's like, now imagine some of the worst nightmares you ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine them being real.
Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting premise.
It looks like it's going to be actually a damn good horror movie. Like, not just, ooh, blood, guts, but actual, like, dread, like the Babadook. Which you need to see, by the way, because it's not blood or it's...
No. Next we have another horror thriller movie called The Disappointments Room. I just picture this being a room just filled with copies of M. Night Shyamalan's movies.
It's just him alone in the room with a typewriter. With no ink written in it.
Him just sitting with every Fantastic Four movie with him. This is also from Relatively Media. Kind of odd they're putting out 2 movies on the same day. That's kind of unusual. And it's being directed by DJ Karu. Interesting. Wentworth Miller did the screenplay for this. Is that the same Wentworth Miller I'm thinking of? Yes it is, of Prison Break and The Flash fame. Cool.
The plot is rather interesting. A mother and her young son release unimaginable horrors from the attic of their rural dream home. Kind of sounds like the plot to the new Goosebumps movie.
Yeah. Okay. Also, it's kind of weird they're releasing horror movies in September. Just wait a month.
Well, it's the end of September.
Yeah, true.
Plus, how many horror movies do they usually release around Christmas time?
Fair enough. And I'm looking just briefly down at October, and there's a ton coming out. So.
Well, duh, it's October.
Yeah. Then we have the kid-friendly horror movie for, and not really horror, but we have Hotel Transylvania 2 from Columbia and Sony Pictures.
Yay!
Starring Adam Sandler, David Spade, Selena Gomez, Andy Samberg, Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks is in it. That's cool.
Wow.
Keenan Michael Key, Kevin James, Steve Buscemi, and Fran Drescher. This is probably going to be the best movie Adam Sandler's been in since the first Hotel Transylvania.
As long as he has nothing to do with the script or the production of the movie, it should be fine.
Yep. I saw a trailer for this. Looked okay. I still haven't seen the first one, which I've heard is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's just you gotta tell yourself, he's just in it. He didn't make it.
Yep. Then we have The Intern from Warner Brothers, being directed and written by Nancy Meyers, and it stars Robert De Niro, Anne Hathaway, Rene Russo, Adam Devine, and Anders Holm, and it is a comedy movie.
That is gonna slay. Just looking at that cast, Anne Hathaway, Robert De Niro, Rene Russo, them alone could carry any movie.
Yeah. Jules Olson, played by Anne Hathaway, the founder and CEO of a fashion-based e-commerce company, agrees to a community outreach program where a senior, Ben Whitetalker, Robert De Niro, will intern at the firm. Okay, I'm kind of on board with that. And finally we have Stonewall by Roadside Attractions. Oh, good God. This is a drama movie by Roland Emmerich. Explosions.
Actually, no, it's going to be very serious. I'm reading the plot summarized right now.
It's being done... the actors in the movie are Jeremy Irvine. Ron Perlman is in this? Oh, my God. Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, Joey King, Caleb Landry Jones, Matt Craven, Atticus Mitchell, and Mark Comachero.
Now, this actually I might check out.
So, what's the plot?
The plot revolves around the 1969 Stonewall riots, a violent clash that kicked off the gay rights movement in New York City. The plot centers around Danny Winters, who flees to New York, leaving behind his sister, as he finds his way to the Stonewall Inn. He meets Trevor before catching the eye of Ed Murphy, manager of the Stonewall Inn.
Cool.
Very rough time to be not straight.
Yeah.
So, actually now is a good time for a movie like that to be released.
Definitely, yeah.
Now that America's trying to catch up to the rest of the world. Well, I should say the rest of the civilized world.
Yeah. And yeah, that pretty much does it for the movies of September. Like we said, not like anything that really stands out ahead of everything else. But that being said, there's some really standout movies here, which probably you should check out in the month.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's plenty that could be really, really good, or ones that are just shit.
Yeah. And
just massive piles of shit.
Yep. But then you got The Visit, which I'm sure is going to be a major blockbuster.
A major block flop. You ever drop a brick in the mud? That's about how far that movie's going to go.
I bet Fox is really excited to see this. Like, oh man, this will take all the Razzies away from Fantastic Four.
I don't think so.
But yeah, that does it for the movies of September. Next month we will be talking about the movies of October, and there looks to be some interesting things there, and some extremely big flops as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this special static screen special episode. So, yeah, James, why don't you take us away?
I'll try. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into this episode of Static Screen. I've been your co-host, ECW James.
I've been Lord X.
Tune in next time. Peace.
Goodbye, everybody.